welcome back to my channel. As you can see in the title down below, yes, we are doing a full, fresh, no foundation makeup look. Now, if you knew me, girl, when have I ever said that I will ever do a video with no foundation? I don't know, but I am so happy about it because this is the type of makeup look that I have been wearing lately. Of course, in my previous videos, I do wear foundation, but that's because I'm doing like a full face of glam and colorful makeup look. So this one I wanted to bring to you guys on what I normally wear on a day-to-day basis if I were to go and run errands to go get what we need for the grocery store or whatever it is, to CVS, Walgreens, whatever it is that you're doing. And I know that we've been wearing masks, so whenever you wear it, foundation, makeup just rubs off all over it. This makeup look that I wear doesn't rub off. The only part that does, which does rub off, is around my nose and a little bit right here of my cheek area. But other than that, whenever I just come back home, I just retouch up everything that was rubbed off, which is not even that much, and my lip gloss, and that's pretty much it. I'm not wearing any lip liner or nothing like that. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, please hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and turn on your post notification bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a video. So let's get right into the tutorial. So I've already prepped and primed my face, and now what we're going to do next is we're going to take concealer. Yes, girl. This has been working for me for so long now. Ever since this whole quarantine thing has been happening, I haven't worn foundation, only for videos, but on my day-to-day basis, since I'm really not going to go anywhere and I just only wear a mask every time I go to the store, I do a very light and just simple fast makeup. So concealer has been my #1 go-to, and I only concentrate it on my eyes and my blemishes. Now honestly, I can go just like this to the store because A, we're wearing masks, but B, my skin has been looking at its best. I mean, to you, you're probably like, that's not your best, but to me, thumbs up if you want a skincare routine video, because I will show you honestly where my skin was to how it is now. So if you guys want to see a skincare routine video as my next one, please give this video a thumbs up, because I'm hyping myself up. I love it. So I'm going to take my favorite all-time concealer. If you haven't tried this yet, go ahead and try it out. See if you like it, cop it. It's the Dose of Color Meet Your Hue Concealer in the shade 13 Light Medium. Now, the reason why I'm using this as my base, pretty much, is because it matches my skin tone, and you don't want a concealer that's like too light, because we're trying to look more of a fresh face look. Like, you want to look put together, but not put together. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm going to take it onto my eyes, and I always have had dark circles. It's hereditary in my family. It's not that I don't have enough sleep, because girl, trust me, I am getting enough sleep, but it's just because of the fact that it's just hereditary in my family for us to have dark circles. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender, which I need to order more of these, because this beauty blender I really like. And I know the e.l.f. one too. I've been hearing a lot of good reviews about the e.l.f. one, so I really want to try that out. So I am just blending all of this in. And then next, what I'm going to do is around my nose area, because around my nose area is a red right here, is a red. It's red around like right here, because I be scratching it, I be like messing around with it. So I'm just going to take my concealer just a little bit around the nose. Now what's good about this concealer is that it's not as hydrating as I think it's the e.l.f. camo. You have to work pretty fast with this concealer, but the thing that I like about it is that it's super buildable and it gives you like a full coverage concealer without feeling so cakey on the face, if that makes sense. And then what I do is I just take a little bit left over of what I have on my nose, and I just take it just a little bit on the top of the middle part of my forehead, like where my unibrow is, just because again it's like blending in with my skin and I'm not trying to look super cakey. Just going to do a little bit more because this is where I mess around with a lot with my nose, like just rubbing it. So as you can see, this is super buildable. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover where I have my blemishes. So here and here, which is, to you it may look a lot, but to me, honestly, it really isn't. Like, I don't know. But I'm going to take my concealer again and just go over the areas of where I have my blemish and then blend it out. Again, just right here. I do because that's where like it's peeking out just a little bit, and then blend this out. And then we're gonna do it over here. Now, to set everything in place, you can use a pressed powder foundation if you feel comfortable using it. My personal preference, because I have just been loving it, this has been my all-time favorite. I have raved about it before and I'll say it again. It is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. Now, I'm a pale baby girl, so for me, I like to set this, and I also use it to cut my contour and everything like that. But for me personally, it's just been so good. It's super lightweight, super thin. I just take a little bit on my powder brush, and I don't really set super heavy. I just go over the areas like this, and I'll start working it in to my skin. And kind of just pressing it all over, just so that way everything is set in place. And especially where your eyelids are, because that's where I get super oily at. Now what I like to do is I like to leave a little bit more on my nose area and on my chin, because my nose, mainly my nose, that's where it produces a lot more oil than the perimeters of my face. So But again, you can use a pressed powder foundation. For me, I don't want to use anything like that just because of the simple fact that I'm trying to step away more from foundation, like having my skin rely on it so much, letting my skin breathe a little bit. So if you want, you can use like a translucent powder or a powder that works as an underbase for you for your skin type. But for me personally, I like to use this myself as my all over foundation, quote unquote. And I'm just going to leave just a little bit around the nose because that's where I produce a lot of oil. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the brows. And this is where I normally do it off camera, my brows, but I wanted to show you guys how I do like a natural looking-esque brow. I'm going to take an angled brush that I've used for forever, and I have used this kit for so long. I think I've used it for like over 10 years, I want to say. I always go back to it. It's been my tried and true. But I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in the shade dark. Now what I normally do, just to give myself a natural looking brow and nothing too harsh and too crazy, because as you can see, I do have brow hair. I mean, it's pretty thin, but I like to give it more of a shape rather than, you know, making it look all like crazy like Instagram-y brows, if that makes sense. And then I also use a pencil brush, which is, well, I have two. I have been loving the eyebrow pencil from Maybelline. It is the Brow Ultra Slim in the shade black brown. This has been my favorite pencil brush. It is very slim, as you could see, but the reason why I use it is because I fill in the areas that I have like my sparse hairs on, if that makes sense. I also have the Morphe one, but I want to use up this first before I start using the Morphe eyebrow pencil, which that one I do love too, and I think it's only like $5. So what I do is I just top off the excess, and I'm only lightly going to fill the brow hairs. I'm not going heavy-handed. I'm not, you know, concealing around the area or anything like that. I'm just simply super light motion going over the shape of my brow. Now, I don't know if you could see it. I can see it from here, but this one is like getting defined just a little bit more than this one. Honestly, this is more of like my good brow than this one, because this one be giving me a hard time. I'm not lying. And I'm doing like super light stroke. And what I do is I take my pencil. And also I use a mascara wand. I mean, you can use the one that has the pencil brush, but because I've just been so used to using a normal mascara wand, that's just like my personal preference. But I just lightly fill it up just a little bit, and then I just go over the sparse areas. Now I'm doing a light hand, like it's like feather-like strokes. I do is I just take the mascara wand, or you could use, if it has with it, like the pencils with the wands on the end, and then I just brush my eyebrow hairs to make it look more natural looking. And as you can see, this is like filled in, but not too crazy as to this. So that's why we want to look a little bit more fresh, like put together, but still at the same time natural in a way. So I did the other brow off camera so that way we could just speed it up a little bit. But this is what the face should be looking like so far. So as you can see, to me these are like natural looking brows, but just a little bit more better, a little bit more defined. And that's the type of look that we're still going for. Now what I'm going to do is lightly contour, give a little bit more of a definition around my face, because I don't want to look so dead. I want it to look a little bit more alive and awake type of vibe. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Matte and Poreless pressed powder in the shade Coconut, and this is the Fit Me line. And I'm just going to lightly bronze up the perimeters of my face, not looking too bronzy, but again, not looking so dead like, you know. And then what I'm going to do is just take my powder brush, like nothing on it, and just kind of blend all that in together, making sure that there's no harshness of the bronzer. And then what I'm going to take next is my blush palette. I have been loving this blush palette from Beautycreations. It's the Floral Bloom blush. None of the colors have names on them, so I just normally like to take, which you can see, I like to take the light one and this, like these two colors, mix them into together, just these two, and then give myself just a little bit on the cheeks, just like a natural blush tone. And then I'm going to dust this off because I don't need it setting for that long. So next is mascara before we do highlight. And my top favorite mascaras that I have been using for years, that I really go back on, is the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black and the Voluminous one. I got the original, but mainly I'll go for the Carbon Black one as well. So we're gonna put on mascara before we do highlight. I don't curl my lashes yet. I like to curl my lashes once the mascara is just dried down afterwards. So first, what I do is I take this, and I like to use a small mirror because I like to go in to see my lashes, not like far away. I can't do that. Plus I'm like nearsighted, so can't see that far. So now that we have mascara on, the next thing that I want to do is highlight. So my two favorite highlighters that I honestly go for all the freaking time is the Becca highlight in Opal and the mini Ofra highlight in Rodeo Drive. Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure. And I'm going to take first this e.l.f. contoured little blush highlight. I think that's what it is. I don't know, I forgot. It's like rubbed off. Oh, it's an angle brush. And I'm going to take the Becca one first and just highlight up here and here and down the bridge of my nose. Now, I'm telling you, I love me a good highlight. If you're the type of girl that doesn't want that heavy on a highlight, you don't have to go this heavy. But to me, I love it. And I know a lot of people want to have like that glowy look. But me, since I'm already oily and I produce my own glow in a way, I don't want to go like too hectic on like a bone, my brow bone area and all that stuff. So then I'm just going to take my setting spray and just lightly set, so that way I can have a little bit of moisture into my skin. And I'm going to take the mini highlight and just highlight a little bit more because I'm a highlighting queen. I love me a highlight. Sorry, my camera's been acting weird lately. But I curled my lashes with this e.l.f. eyelash curler. It's only $1. Literally, I have been using this e.l.f. eyelash curler for years. Again, like when I find a good eyelash curler, I just stick with it and then that's it. So you could go exactly just like this if you want. Me, you know me, I love a good lash. So normally if I'm super busy, like on the go, I need to go now, this would be the makeup look and that's it. But I'm gonna pop on some lashes off camera so that way we could just do the final step and then show you the end results. So I'll pop on some natural looking lashes real quick and then we'll finish off the rest of the video. So I just popped on some lashes real quick, and the style of lashes I'm wearing is from Beautycreations, the 3D Mink line in the style Flawless. Now, last thing I will do is put on some lippy. Now, my lip combo that I have been doing for now is chapstick and lip gloss. Honestly, that's what I wear underneath my mask because I don't mind getting these two if it smears, because it'll smear on kind of clear and it's not like a dark lip liner. This one is from Maybelline and it's the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue chapstick and it's in Coral Crave. This has like a menthol smell to it and it's so good. It's like my lips naturally, the natural color, but just enhanced a little bit more. So I'll just do that. And I'm so obsessed with this chapstick. If you can get it, go ahead and get it. I found it at my nearest CVS. It was like at the bottom of the shelf of where they have all like the Maybelline stuff. And this was the last one. So I'm gonna go and get a few more to stock up on. And the lip gloss is the Maybelline new lip gloss line, the Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice, which is just a clear lip gloss. I mean, it's kind of baby pink, but it doesn't show up like that at all. It has like a honest clear tint to it. Like you could see it, that it's clear. There's no shimmer in it, and I don't like a lip gloss like that, especially if I'm going to wear it. I don't want glittery type of gloss, I want a clear one. So I'll just do this all over my lips. And then just blend it out with my finger. And this has like a vanilla cookie type of smell to it. So let me just spray the face. And that's pretty much it. This is my fast, on the go, easy, fresh face, no foundation makeup tutorial. If you guys really enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, and give this video a thumbs up too if you want to see a skincare routine video, because baby girl has been feeling her skin lately. So if you guys want to see it, please let me know in the comments down below. But that is it with this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Te quiero mucho, mis amores. If you are not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on your post notification bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below on what you guys would like to see next. Until next time, te quiero mucho, mis amores. Mwah. And I'll see you in my next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.